Hello and welcome back to the Second Chance to Live channel here on YouTube. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to watch this video presentation. Thank you. In today's video presentation, I'm going to be sharing an article that I wrote in October of 2007. The principles within this article can be applied to any area of life. As you listen to this article being read and you have questions, please send those questions to me. In the event that you'd like to leave a comment or let me know how this video presentation has spoken to you, please do so. I would love to hear from you. In order to read the article, I'm going to put my glasses back on my face and bring up the article, and then we'll begin reading the article. Thank you again for your time, my friend. Traumatic brain injury and limitations. Hi, and welcome back to Second Chance to Live. I'm happy to see that you decided to stop by to visit with me. You're always welcome around my table. Through my martial arts training, I'm learning various principles that have direct applications to living life as a traumatic brain injury survivor. My balance has been impacted by my brain injury. Consequently, I work on strengthening my legs and improving my balance. Nevertheless, I may never be able to effectively execute certain types of kicks. As a short, stocky man, my arms and legs are shorter than many of the other students who train at the martial arts school. Having shorter arms and legs, in addition to having balance issues, puts me at a disadvantage. Rather than being discouraged about what I cannot do, I focus on what I can accomplish given my stature and limitations. Several months ago, I asked my sensei or instructor how I could best spar and grapple people who are taller and heavier than I am during class. He told me that I would have to learn through the experience of grappling taller and heavier people. My sensei stated a very simple but profound truth. What may work for me may not work for you. Although I heard what he was saying, I still wanted him to give me clarity. He again stated that I would have to learn through my experience. As I've continued to free grapple using techniques and strength, I've learned how to use my stature and balance to work for me. When working with taller and heavier opponents, I'm definitely still learning. However, I have made significant gains because I have learned to use what I have been given. As an individual living with an invisible disability, I've had to learn to accept my limitations instead of fighting against them. And that's a key point. It's very important that we learn how to accept ourselves so that we can stop fighting against ourselves, so that we can begin to learn ways to use what we have in a manner that will work for us. Next paragraph. Through accepting my limitations, I have learned how to use those limitations to improve upon my skills that I've been given. I cannot change the fact that I'm a short, stocky fellow, but I can determine to use those characteristics. Although I can work on improving my balance, I may never be able to maintain my balance for long periods of time. Though being a traumatic brain injury survivor, I have been presented with a set of circumstances that I am unable to change. Nevertheless, I can learn how to use those circumstances and make them work for me. I can grow beyond my circumstances through learning how to use my limitations to succeed beyond what may appear to be taller and larger than I am in life today, be it individuals or be it obstacles. Next paragraph. You may also be a traumatic brain injury survivor who has been presented with physical, mental, and emotional challenges. You may feel like a short, stocky person who has limited balance and ability. You may have come up against taller, stronger, and heavier opponents or obstacles in your life. Consequently, you may feel overwhelmed and discouraged because you believe those obstacles cannot be overcome. When I first started grappling and sparring taller, stronger, and heavier people, I had a hard time believing that I could succeed given my stature and balance. Through my experience, I found that my ability improved over time through my willingness to not give up on my learning process. And I encourage you not to give up on your learning process because more is going to be revealed. We take baby steps, and eventually those baby steps will become larger steps, and we'll eventually find and see how far we've come during our journey. Last paragraph. As my sensei shared with me, what works best for me may not work best for you. I will share that with you. What works best for me may not work best for you given your specific type of brain injury and disability. Nevertheless, what I do know is that as we are willing to learn from our experience, we will find out what works best for us. Because you and I were created to be empowered beings, not limited doings, we can excel in spite of our limitations. Our limitations and challenges no longer have to dictate to us. Instead, you and I can determine to explore and find what works best for us regardless of our traumatic brain injury limitations or deficits. With determination and tenacity, we can learn how to use what we have been given in ways that work for us. In the process, we can live the life that we have imagined. I'll leave you with a final quote and then we'll conclude this video presentation. The quote is by Henry David Thoreau. It says, if you advance confidently in the direction of your dreams and endeavor to live the life that you have imagined, you will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Thank you again for your time. Thank you for watching this presentation. If you believe the presentation has helped you, please share this presentation with your friends and family. I'll say so long for now. Have a great day, and thank you again for your time. God bless both you and your family. So long now.